Yeah, I have to say this is probably the hardest matchup for me in this bracket. And I was looking at when it came out, I was like, man, I don't even know what I'm going to pick. What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining us again on Throwbacks with the Technodrome. We're here for one of our favorite types of episodes here. We're doing a tournament. Scales, Duff, you excited to do this?
No.
Very, very.
Oh,
good.
yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That bounces
Sorry.
out on the seesaw a little bit. We have Duff giving a typical wrong schmucky answer and Scales being enthusiastic. So this is par for the course now. But we are here to do our NES game tournament from the draft that we did a couple months ago. We couldn't be more excited to jump in. I do have to say one thing before we start. I did a disservice to us, this show, myself as a child, my mom. I chose Bases Loaded instead of Bobble because I thought that Scales was going to choose Bobble, and he didn't. So I was like, you know what? I don't want to step on his toes. And then shocked when he didn't choose it. And it's like, I don't know why I picked Bases Loaded. I started off.
It's a good game.
It's an amazing game. It's one of my favorites. But I started off picking Dragon Spirit and then said no. And then I don't know if I took mushrooms or something before I started. But apparently, by the time we were done, I picked Bases Loaded. So we're putting Bobble in this tournament because the three of us love it, and I couldn't live with myself if I didn't. So. Scales, I'm throwing this over to you. I don't know how you live with yourself, period. Sarms, hashtag cancel Duff.
He's not even here. Come on.
He's here in spirit.
Little do you know, he's making an appearance.
Oh, gosh.
I was going to keep you in suspense the whole time to see if I'm lying or not.
I thought he was in my basement. I didn't give him access to the internet down there.
Well, luckily, he's in the attic now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got up there. But not out yet. All right, Scales. We're going to put this in your hands. Let us know what our matchups are, and you're going to be hosting from now on.
All right, got it. All right, so we have, of course, our iconic bracket and our This Is Tough bracket. So in the iconic bracket, our matchups are, we have Super Mario Brothers 3 versus Double Dragon. We have The Legend of Zelda taking on RBI Baseball. We have Mega Man 2 versus Turtles 3, The Manhattan Project. We have Contra versus Dr. Mario. Very interesting matchup. And then over on the This Is Tough side, we start off with Tecmo Super Bowl versus Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. Two of my picks matched up there. Going to be tough. We got Mike Tyson's Punch-Out versus Super Mario 2. We have the aforementioned Bobble. Ooh, they drew a tough matchup going against Turtles 2, the arcade game. And then we finish off with Super Mario Brothers 1 versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the original.
Some very, very interesting matchups, some difficult matchups, some that I think are going to be kind of quick in the first round, but some that are, already making really difficult decisions.
Yeah, I'm sweating already.
I hope you wore deodorant.
I need more.
Wow,
more.
Double deodorant joke.
All right, let's get into it. So I'm gonna start in the upper left, the iconic bracket, and we're gonna start with Super Mario 3 versus Double Dragon, and I'm gonna go to Duffy first on this one.
Double Dragon Super Mario 3.
Never heard of it.
I think you have. I love Double Dragon. It is such a great game. But Super Mario 3 is in this iconic bracket because it's quite iconic. I mean, oh God, I still remember playing it for the first time and that feeling of playing Super Mario 3 for the first time. I have to go. I have to give the edge here to Super Mario 3. Even though Double Dragon is an amazing game, it got it poorly placed here. It's that was a tough matchup, and
Yeah,
I
tough
think under
draw.
certain under other situations, I think I would have picked Double Dragon, but I got to
Yeah,
go SM3 here.
not today. Not today. Okay.
Mm.
Cast. What
Well,
you got?
I've never played Super Mario 3. I've played Super Mario 3 many, many,
Is
many,
that
many
is
times.
that a different game? Is that like what is it, Takoshi's Castle or something like that? Or Super Mario
Doki
2 or
Doki
whatever?
Panic.
Whatever the hell.
That'd be good.
I'm pretty sure. I just bit my tongue. I'm pretty sure in our draft you said Takoshi's. Where are you getting Takoshi's Castle from?
I don't know. Once something is in here, it's just it's there. I
Oh,
think that might be like what was that show on, like, it was the Extreme Elimination thing or whatever,
Yes, it's a version
that
of
thing where those
that.
guys would compete in that like challenge thing, and it was dubbed over with their
It's morphed
voices.
into Mario 2 somehow.
Yeah, and I'm just rolling with it.
So wait, you're saying once
Uh,
something's in here. So this, I mean,
Yes.
this is the first time something's gotten in here. So I mean, is this what it's going to be?
It's rare. It's rare, but sometimes it sticks in there, and then for now until the end of time, it's Takoshi's Castle.
Gotcha.
okay.
Well,
All right, cast.
Anyway,
funny enough, both of these games are in the Wizard,
Mm.
and it's actually where Super Mario Brothers 3 debuted. And I mean, I'm not going to drag this out. Had Double Dragon had a different opponent in the beginning, it might have taken down 1, 2, or 3 of the other choices here. But Super Mario Brothers 3 is what a lot of people consider like the peak of Nintendo. It's, I think, the best selling Nintendo game. It took Super Mario 1 and basically just expanded on and refined all the things that Super Mario 1 did great, but a few years later with more advanced technology, better colors, better controls. So I mean, it's an amazing game, amazing power-ups. It's cool how you were able to choose what levels you wanted to go to, so you could take different paths. It introduced the Koopalings. I mean, this was a no-brainer. Double Dragon is great. It's a classic beat 'em up, but I think that it really excels in the 2-player mode, not as much in the 1-player mode. So I mean, if I was going to sit down and play a game alone, Super Mario 3 easily.
Yeah, I'm in agreement here. I think we all knew where this one was headed. Sorry
I
for
would say though, if this was a tournament on music, I'm giving the edge to Double Dragon, personally.
yeah. I mean that maybe
I
is a
love
closer
the
battle.
music. The music in Double Dragon is very catchy, and
Yeah.
I like it
Right.
personally.
Well,
But-
I did propose doing a draft
Oh, yeah.
and tournament for video game soundtracks, but we'll get into that a little later.
Yeah, yeah. All right.
Hey,
good
that's
deal.
my line.
Copyright infringement. Super Mario 3 advances. Okay, so the winner of this next matchup will go on to face Super Mario 3. So we have The Legend of Zelda versus RBI Baseball. Very interesting matchup here. I'm going to go to Duffy first on this one.
Both great games. If I was going music, no. God, it's all right. The reason I'm picking the one that I'm picking is because it's had the most effect on me as a child, and even to this day, where, if I had a chance to play it, I would play this game still to this day. Not knocking anything on the other one because it is iconic. But RBI Baseball gets the nod for me for this one, though I can't take anything away from Zelda. It's an amazing game. Countless hours playing that and getting super frustrated when I was a kid, when I didn't know where to go or what to do or what bush to burn or what stone to push. But still, awesome game overall. But the nod here is RBI Baseball. The hours played on that one just greatly outweigh for Zelda for me.
It's understandable. That's one of your all-time favorites. All right, I'll let Cass rebut here because I know where he's going.
But
Anything that I wanted to say before is basically just going down the drain, because I can't believe The Legend of Zelda is going to get knocked out in the first round, but because Scales admittedly doesn't like RPGs, which Zelda is not one of, but he thinks is. And I can't imagine him possibly voting for The Legend of Zelda. So let me just make a good accounting of the game. The music is amazing, open exploration. You could sink hours and hours and hours into it, which now isn't really seen as a good thing necessarily. But like Duff said, burning every bush, bombing every wall, all this stuff that seems very tedious was actually fun back when the game was out originally, like in the late 80s, even early 90s. Yes, it's a little clunky compared to later releases, but it's still one of the greatest games ever made, and certainly in contention for top, if not number one, top five on the NES. RBI Baseball is a great game. Again, though, I think that it shines just like Double Dragon did more in a two-player mode. It's not a game that I would normally pop in and play by myself. Legend of Zelda, you can't play two players. The Legend of Zelda is just an epic game, and I don't mean that epic like slang. I mean it's a quest, and it's something that I remember sinking years into before actually beating. But I vote for The Legend of Zelda, and buy Link and Zelda.
Not so fast, my friend.
Yeah,
It's to quote the great Lee Corso. So this is called the Greatest NES Game Tournament, and as much as I'm a fan of RBI Baseball, I think that Legend of Zelda has to move on here. Was it? I guess like we've discussed, I just wasn't a huge Zelda fan. Never got into it, but not for any reason. It wasn't that I disliked it. Just not my thing. So, that's where I stood as a kid. But looking at this kind of tournament now and understanding the impact that some of these games have carried on through the generations, I think it would be a major disservice if The Legend of Zelda did not move on. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with The Legend of Zelda.
Wow.
No.
I'm shocked. I can't believe that. Maybe not as shocked as Duff, but I'm shocked.
All right. Shedding a tear over there. I don't want to. I'm being seen crying on camera. All right. We move downward, and we have let's see, a sequel and then a part 3 of a series. We have Mega Man 2 versus Turtles 3, The Manhattan Project. And for this one, we'll go to Cass first.
This one's one of the easiest for me. It's going to be Mega Man 2. Mega Man 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. One of the greatest soundtracks ever. Weapons are great. Bosses are great. I mean, it has the freaking Metal Blade, which is one of the best weapons ever created. And TMNT 3 is a great game, but it's the one I played least out of the three. A lot of people make a strong argument for it being the best on the NES of the Turtles games, but it's the one I played the least, and I think I mentioned before when we did the draft that it took away what made me great at the arcade game, where when you hit A and B together and you do the special move, that it took power away from you. So, it's kind of like taking away the best weapon.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just the least familiar with this one. So in Mega Man 2 by a long stretch for me.
All right. Duffy, would you like to rebut here with your choice?
Why? Is this was this ChatGPT that selected all these matchups for us?
It was. This
It was
was just. I just put it in and I said just randomize.
Well, did randomize terrible matchups here because I don't like these
Actually, wait.
choices.
I think Sarms
All
made
right.
the bracket.
Did he really?
No,
He wishes he
All right,
did.
I'm gonna. Oh God, bring him on here right now. I got some things I need to say to him.
Phone a friend.
Phone a friend, yeah. All right. Mega Man 2, awesome game. Love the music, by the way.
Mhm.
Manhattan Project here. I ended up playing that a decent amount. I really did like it. I guess with what you hated about it, where it took away some of your power, the special move, I don't know, it made you have to be more creative with your moves and I don't know, work a little harder to get in advance in the game. I thought it was very well done. Music maybe not as great, but it wouldn't advance for that. But I feel like because we're doing a bracket here and I'm going to leave this up to Scales, I'm going to lean Manhattan Project here and I'm going to let Scales be the deciding factor so that we can have a good old-fashioned debate here.
It sounded so political. That was a good job, Duffy. All right. Mega Man 2. All right, so I'm kind of like in the same headspace that I was for the last choice. But for twofold, to be honest, I don't think I ever played Manhattan Project when I was a kid. I've only played it like much later, on like a emulator or something. I don't know why. Like, did this game come out like when we already would have had like Sega or Super Nintendo? Was it that late?
Yeah. It was later, but I don't think I had anything yet. It was like right towards the end, but I did play it a bunch.
Okay.
I
Yeah, I
don't know.
just never rented it. I definitely didn't own it. So I don't know. I can't really comment on it. Yeah, obviously, I played it later, but for this, the greatest game in NES history. I mean, Mega Man 2, well, I played that a little bit as a kid. Um, I believe that's one of those games that's kind of like The Legend of Zelda, where it really has to move on because it's probably in everybody's top five, because it's one of the all-time
But,
classics.
but you're free to
My
let
goodness,
the world
Scales,
burn like Duff
you
often
are
does.
Switzerland here.
Yeah, yeah, Mega Man 2. I'm
Freaking
gonna move Mega Man 2 on.
And
Scales is
Manhattan
Switzerland.
Project is a great game. I actually do want to play it more. It's just, I mean, it was never for me. It was never going to beat Mega Man 2.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's yeah. Was that your number one pick or second round pick, Mega Man 2?
I don't remember.
Can't
It
remember.
was either that or Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, that was
So
probably up there. All right,
Well, so far
moving
all my
on.
picks are gone, I think, so that's
These
good.
draft choice.
Jesus.
Sarms is popping. He's cheering somewhere.
Yeah. Jeez.
All right.
I'm not
Last
gonna feed
matchup.
him tonight. What?
Last matchup in the iconic bracket. This is an interesting one. We have Contra versus Dr. Mario.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go. Hmm. Duffy, you wanna go first there?
Uh, all right. If I'm going under the same guise as, greatest Nintendo games, while I did dabble a little bit here and there, Dr. Mario, I have to go Contra here just because of the amount of time I probably played that. When I think of Nintendo, that's like, for me at least, that's like top five of one of the games I always think of when I think of Nintendo. Um, oh, there's a little bit there. I don't know if you
yeah,
heard that.
I let it go, but
So let's,
thank you for
I
pointing
mean,
it
we can
out.
mark the time. Do you want to mark the time so you can grab that one? So yeah, I'm gonna have to go Contra on this one. Final answer.
Okay. Um. Excuse me. I'm gonna go second here.
Choked up.
Yeah. Um. Gosh. I feel like. I mean, Contra is one of my all-time favorites. Um. But I feel like Dr. Mario. We have to. I need to keep a puzzle game in this tournament going because I mean, I just love puzzle games, and it was like when I was a kid, Tetris and Dr. Mario were everything. And Tetris obviously is not in this tournament. So, um, as much as I love Contra, as much as I have fond memories of using the passcode, playing with my brother and friends, Dr. Mario has left more of a lasting impression on me, and still does to this day. Cass and I have battles on the Switch. We love that game. I'm gonna pick Dr. Mario and make this one a tough decision, I think, for Cass.
Yeah, I have to say this is probably the hardest matchup for me in this bracket. And I was looking at when it came out, I was like, man, I don't even know what I'm going to pick. So, like you said, you and I play this game on the Switch a lot. I've gotten Taylor into this game. She loves it. We play on NES and on the Switch. It's something that I've played a lot since I was a kid. Same like you, I sunk a lot of time into Dr. Mario and Tetris, and I do love those falling stuff, clearing stuff on the screen type games. Contra is another game that I've sunken a ton of time into, and there's so many cool weapons, the spread, the laser, the machine gun, great level design, amazing music. It's got that classic Konami sound.
Yep.
So I wasn't really sure where I was going to go with this one, and I think I'm going to have to go with Contra
Wow.
because not that Dr.
Ugh.
Mario is a one-trick pony, but
Finally
there's
got a
not
win over here.
there's not a ton of variation in Dr. Mario. It's just stages subsequently getting more difficult, more viruses. You can up the speed. Contra is just such a like sweeping again, another epic type game. Not epic in the same way as Legend of Zelda that it takes you so long to beat. They have your own file, but just you have those 8 levels that are all like the design is amazing. The backgrounds look cool. Again, the music, the weapons, killing all the enemies. You have horizontal levels, vertical levels, perspective
3D.
from behind.
Yeah.
It's just such an amazing game, and I sunk a lot of hours into it to get good at that game. And it's again argument for top 5 on the NES. So I'm gonna have to go with Contra. Absolutely love Dr. Mario, but Contra takes this one for me.
Okay, I'll take that one on the chin gladfully. Contra is one of my favorites, so not too upset to see that move on. All right, I'm gonna just keep going. Move over to the right side of the bracket, if that sounds good to you guys.
Yep.
It does not.
Yeah, well, doing it anyway. All right, top right in the This Is Tough bracket, we have I think 2 of my choices here: Tecmo Super Bowl versus Chippendale Rescue Rangers. Cass, you want to go first?
Yeah, I mean, this is an easy one for me because, as I said previously, I've never played Tecmo Super Bowl. I've only played Tecmo Bowl. I'm not a big football fan. Tecmo Bowl is a fun game. I like Chippendale Rescue Rangers better than I would a football game.
Yep.
Chippendale is a great game. Again, you could play it 1 player or 2 players. They're both equally fun. It's cool to see some of the characters from the cartoon, and you get to fight Fat Cat. Another little element of being able to choose where you want to go because you get to their ship blimp or whatever you call it. You get to navigate through different stages. Just a cool, bright, colored, fun game. So Chippendale Rescue Rangers for me.
Okay.
Funny too.
Funny how? Is it a clown? Does it amuse you?
What say you, Duffman? What do you got here?
I'm gonna have to agree with Cast here. I got to agree with Chippendale as the choice here, while Tecmo Super Bowl is a great option here. And as with sports games, I loved playing sports games growing up. Football, hockey, baseball, whatever, you name it. I don't know, Chippendale, just like Cass was saying, the graphics in it, the gameplay, it was just a lot of fun and challenging. And I love watching the cartoon at the time too. So being able to have the game do a pretty darn good job of like replicating all those feels as the cartoon, I thought it did a good job. And I spent countless hours playing that game, and it was a lot of fun. So Chippendale.
I think it has.
Yeah.
I didn't mention, but it has the easy pick up and play aspect too. There's not a lot of controls to have to learn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
I agree.
I don't know. The levels were just really cool, like running through like certain spots, and you're like miniature, and you get to run through like there was like what levels in like the kitchen or something. I don't know. It's like you're going through a house. I just thought that was cool. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. Obviously, it's already moved on, but I would have also go ahead and picked Chippendale.
Clean sweep.
It's a 3-0
Nice.
sweep on that
Okay.
one. Played the hell out of that game as a kid and still love playing that.
And Super Bowl was your what the fuck pick for us at the end when we were trying to guess what you're gonna pick. And it's like, what are you gonna pick? Super Bowl. Like, okay. Right?
The air left out of the balloon. Yeah. Tecmo Super Bowl, obviously, if it was in different matchups, not going against another game that I love, maybe I would have picked it. I most likely would have picked it then, but in this matchup, it's Chippendale by a landslide for me.
It is a classic. Right.
Chippendale just a little bit better.
And not the dancers.
It would be interesting to like our generation, right? How we talked about we grew up on Rescue Rangers and watching that. Like, if you ask like a little bit older generation, like maybe kids that were like 3-4 years older than us, what they would. Do you think it's just our affinity for those Disney cartoons and stuff like that made us love Chippendale more?
It could be. I think Chippendale Rescue Rangers is just a solid game, though.
Yeah.
I think the game itself was just very good.
Yeah.
Am I on mute?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, my thing isn't lighting. No.
Oh, boy.
Is that a threat?
I was asking you nicely. Did you feel like being on mute?
No, this sounds terrible. My box wasn't lighting up. Okay. Jesus, this is prime soundboard material. I gotta get my butt in gear and get that thing back in gear.
We're gonna hear like it's gonna be storms. He's jamming your signal.
All right.
Oh God.
Let's move along here. Next matchup. This is tough right here.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Uh,
Super Mario 2. Oh man. I'll go first. Here. Wow. I love both of these games. You know what? I'm going to go with I'm going to go Mike Tyson's Punch Out. As much as that game pained me as a kid and still does to this day, because I can probably still can't get old bull, which is sad. It's only like the sixth opponent or something. Something about the like the replayability of that game, like the first 5 guys are pretty easy and it's just fun to get to play against them.
I'm just picturing your face as, you got to press the button at the right time. And just...
Oh, it's so frustrating. I hate it, but I love it. It's a love-hate relationship. The music is great. We're not talking about music, but the music is great.
Yes.
Little cut scenes with Little Mac and the trainer. I always forget his name.
Doc Lewis.
Doc Lewis. That's an all-time classic. And as much as Mario 2 is one of my other favorites, I'm gonna vote for Mike Tyson's Punch Out here. And I'm gonna go to I'll go to Duffy.
If this was also for music, I don't know if I could pick, to be honest.
Yeah, they're both great. Right?
With the amount of times I've whistled Takoshi's Castle's music here.
I know he was.
I mean, come on.
Takoshi. I think it was Takeshi last time.
Takeshi, potato.
Cancelled.
Oh God, Super Mario 2. God, the countless hours playing that game, the countless hours trying to play Punch Out and not get seriously aggravated, and the difficulty with having perfect timing. But all right, if I'm going on that thought process like I did with Contra, when I think of Nintendo, this is one of the games that I think of when I think of Nintendo. So I have to go Punch Out here. I have to.
Yeah.
I have to. I do.
Yeah. It's tough.
Super Mario 2 is an amazing game. It's not quite like the first or the third, obviously, because it's based off of Takoshi's Castle. But honestly, you just I feel like I'd be doing a disservice to the Nintendo community if I did not pick Punch Out here.
Yeah. Cass, I really want to know how you feel. Are you good with that, or are you sad?
This was the second hardest of all the matchups for me, and is the one I was dreading close to the most. And I was going to rip off the Band-Aid and just say Super Mario 2.
Yeah.
Because it's my favorite of the NES Super Mario games, so probably my favorite Super Mario game, period. Yeah, I mean, what can I say? I love Punch Out too. So
I know. I was gonna go to you first because I didn't know. I don't know how much you love both of them.
It's unbelievable. Our boy Wart finally makes it back into the spotlight, and we just get rid of him. Here's something. By the way,
quick as he was back is as quick as he's gone.
This is something I wanted to bring up. So Wart's weakness is vegetables.
Vort?
Yeah, Vort. Wart hates vegetables.
Yep.
Why in his lair does he have a machine that just spits out vegetables?
It's just maybe it like excites him.
It excites him. The thing that he hates the most.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, I'm gonna put this machine here with all the stuff that can kill me. Where should I put it? Right in my lair.
Just has a death wish is the real answer.
Yeah, so he stands around his lair and just walks back and forth, spitting bubbles out, and hopes like, I hope anytime I open my mouth, one of those vegetables doesn't find its way in.
We never said he was a smart frog.
Hey, don't you dare say a bad word about me. All
Well,
right.
he's out, so sorry, Mark. Good riddance. All right. We are down to Bubble Bobble versus Turtles 2, the arcade game. And on this one, I'm going to go to Cast first.
Very difficult decision, and I've spent a lot of time playing both games. And I am not going to betray my younger self this time. I'm going to pick Bubble Bobble. I Ninja Turtles 2 is one of my favorite games on the NES. I'd say top 10 probably. And I spent a lot of time playing it. It's really difficult, has great replay value. Again, you can play one or two players. Bubble Bobble, I love it. I love the power-ups. I love the simplicity of the game. You're just shooting bubbles at things and popping them, and it's great.
Oh, wait, were they related to Wart?
Yes, related to
Distant relatives and shoot bubbles.
Oh shit! Right. Yeah, Bub and Bob. They're moving on for me.
All right. Duffy, I'll let you rebut here with your choice. I think I know where you're going.
I'll give him a rebut. I never really, while I played Bubble Bobble, and I never got into those games as much as a kid. I know you guys would have like, some crazy head-to-head uh battle royales to the death
It's
so many
teamwork.
nights.
Yeah.
Tag team.
But yeah, it was like you guys would, really get at it.
Yeah.
I don't know, these games just never they never did it as much for me. And the amount of quarters that I spent on Turtles 2 over the years when that was actually in the arcade, um my God, I have to pick Turtles 2 here. That was like a defining moment for me where, I got pretty darn good at that game, and I mean I better have for all the quarters I spent on it. So I gotta go Turtles 2 here. That's one of my top five.
You were
So
well trained by the time it made it to the NES.
oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, ready to kick some Foot Clan butt.
Oh
It's
yeah.
so much better on the NES.
Yeah.
So much better on the NES, in my opinion.
So
Shredder.
before I make my choice, when you guys saw like when that came out for Nintendo, Turtles 2, the arcade game, like the fact that it was called the arcade game, did that excite you? Like I think we knew obviously we had all played the arcade game, but for some reason, like I probably thought the graphics were gonna be it's like a lot better. It's like, well, they weren't,
Uh,
but
I
yeah.
don't I don't know. I think I just thought of it as like, okay, what I played in the arcade is going to be on the home console now.
Right. Which is I mean
Yeah,
that's
me
why
too.
yeah, I was super
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like having the arcade at home. We didn't have to go to Milford Amusement Center.
We've got the fun.
All right. And with all that being said, um, as much as Cass and I had some absolute marathons with Bubble Bobble, uh, I'm going with Turtles 2. Owned it, played it out so many times. The Turtles were everything. Turtles 2 is the choice. It's gonna move
That's
on
fair.
here.
That's fair. I
Yeah.
love Turtles too.
Yeah, I'm sure you're not mad that that's moving on. All right. And in the matchup that will face Turtles 2, it's our last matchup of the first round. We have Turtles 1, or just
Mhm.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, versus Super Mario Brothers 1, of course, the original. Two originals. I will go to Duffy first.
Hmm. 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 So one of these games should be in another bracket, in the iconic bracket.
Hmm.
And the other game was a game that I guess you could say started off a little on the not so good side for me, and then eventually over time I started to like it more and more. Especially when I was asked at all hours of the day and night if I've played Turtles yet. I don't know. It's just Turtles turned into one of those games where I just appreciated it more and more the more I played it. Even though it made no sense, it was like the Turtles version of Takoshi's Castle. Um, but Mario Brothers, I mean, my God, that was like the game, the Nintendo game. It is like the Nintendo game, in my opinion. Um, so as much as it pains me to say and do anything against the Turtles here, I have to go Mario Brothers here. It's it just
Yeah.
feels right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
Mario.
Cast.
I'm going to keep this brief, and not just because we only have a little over 2 minutes on our Zoom session, but
Okay.
I mean, Super Mario is winning this one kind of easily. I love Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I love the game. But Super Mario Brothers, whereas Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is an unnecessarily difficult game, Super Mario Brothers 1 is an unnecessarily great game. The bright graphics, the easy controls, again, just pick up and play. There's not a lot of different things to learn, but it did it all. And it's responsible for launching the Nintendo Entertainment System, and Mario is still an icon 40 years now down the road. And it's because of that game. Without that one, we have no Nintendo, we have nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. I concur. It would have been a clean sweep. It is a clean
Sweep.
3-0 sweep. Yeah, Super Mario. Turtles has to go.
Yeah.
Too much frustration. That goddamn seaweed bullshit. It's gotta go. All right. So that is our first round. I'll go back quickly through the winners here. So over in the iconic bracket, Super Mario Brothers 3 defeated Double Dragon. The Legend of Zelda took out RBI Baseball. So we'll have Super Mario 3 for The Legend of Zelda. Good lord. Mega Man 2 had taken out Turtles 3, The Manhattan Project. And they will be going against Contra, who eliminated Dr. Mario, much to my chagrin. Over in the This Is Tough bracket, he had Chippendale's Rescue Rangers over Tecmo Super Bowl. And going against Chippendale will be Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson's Punch Out took out Super Mario 2. So sadly, a Mario game had to bite the dust there in round one. Turtles 2, the arcade game, took out Bobble. And lastly, we went with Super Mario Brothers over Turtles 1. So Turtles 2 matching up with Super Mario 1.
I'm already having anxiety about some of those picks.
I know, me
Yeah,
too.
some of those next rounds are going to be rough.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, we got some time to think about it. We're going to call it quits here. And we will come back with our next episode. Next installment will feature the next matchups in the tournament. We'll try to finish the whole thing out in our next episode. So I hope you guys stuff cast. Thank you guys. Hope you had fun.
I didn't.
Any parting words before we head out?
Just glad to be here doing this. Always having a good time with you guys, and discussing stuff that brings me back to being 5 years old instead of being 40 something.
Justice for RBI Baseball and cancel SARMs.
Wow.
What?
Dang. What a way to end it. All right. Be sure to follow us on all the social media. Subscribe to our channel here on YouTube, most importantly. We look forward to hearing from you guys in the comments. Let us know thoughts on our picks, who you've got coming in. Oh, did we want to do our fast forward pick? You want to save that for next episode?
Let's just do it at the top of next episode.
Okay. All right. We'll give you guys that one next time we see you. So until then, thank you guys for joining. We'll see you next time.
Toodles.
Later.